Hi, you might have seen the video where I reimagined Terraria's bosses. So here I am again to continue and, I guess some of you wanna see Calamity, huh? And I see some of you have also noticed that I've already drawn a few of the bosses way back. So why not revisit those? I kept Crabbalon pretty simple, so I didn't change too much about his design. Although I did think to myself, what if it was a different species of crab? So I looked into it a little bit, and while technically the Japanese spider crab is the largest crab as far as I know, I chose to draw a coconut crab since that one's the largest crab to also live outside of water. And since you fight it on land, I thought sure, why not? Before I continue with the rest, let me preface that Calamity has a lot of bosses, and unlike last time, I won't be tackling every single one of them. So please bear that in mind as we continue with... I wanted to draw at least one of the elementals, so I chose Brimstone. I think her most iconic features are her cyclopean eye as well as her round silhouette, so I wanted to preserve those. She also made me think of the demons in Dark Souls who have more of a wooden theme, so I changed the stones in her design into branches. And since she can fly, I decided to give her some fiery wings to accommodate. Also mostly because I don't know what those are supposed to be. At first I wanted to draw every servant of the Devourer, but since the Stormweaver is just another worm, I was like, eh. And as you can see, I went ahead and iterated on Ceaseless Void a little bit, but I couldn't really find anything that I liked. So I kinda stopped at the sketch phase and only really continued with Cygnus. And even for him, I kept his design fairly basic and didn't really do much with it. It's one of the bigger issues I faced with Calamity in general. I wanted to reimagine them, but also stay true to their designs, and those two things kinda clash sometimes. And the biggest challenge I had when it comes to that? As cool as the boss fight is, he is just a worm. So I thought maybe I'll make him humanoid, or at least draw some armor based on his design. It led to lots of experimentation. I even went ahead and drew one of the weapons he drops. And after that, I still ended up drawing a version of his original design. Also loosely based on his upcoming redesign. And finally, in the end, I tried something different. I just combined the serpent and the humanoid aspects. And yeah, this one's very different. But still, let me know what you think. And next up, this one was a lot less troublesome. I mean, apart from the beginning. Because I'm sorry, but the current design is all over the place. So I was really happy to find out that they're redesigning him as well. So I based my version on that instead. Although I did change up a few tiny things, like removing his armor and turning it into scales instead, and making him look a little more worn down. I did consider giving him 4 wings since he's supposed to be an ancient dragon, but this time I decided against it to stay closer to his original design. Well, I got one more boss to show. Yeah, I know, this video is a lot shorter than the previous one. There's like what, 20 more bosses that I could have shown? But to be honest, drawing every single one of them would have probably taken another 6 months. And I kind of plan on uploading more than twice a year. So I'm sorry if there was a specific boss you were looking forward to. Well, as for Calamitas and her brothers, I don't think there's a single thing I would change about their designs. They work perfectly fine as they are, so I just got to drawing. And while I'm here, thank you for all the support that I've been getting from my previous video. It really does mean a lot to me. And it very much encourages me to show you more of what I have in store. Including a little bit more 3D modeling and animation. And while all of this is technically just practice, I do want to put it to use for a bigger project in the future, and I hope you'll join me on that journey. But for now, thanks for watching.